All right, we are here on night 2 with Mr. Paul Leslie. He is sans pack, as I have just taken it off of him, as he has just arrived at the second destination point, the Crab Trap. We are on our way upstairs now. How was day 2, Paul?
Still kicking, just not quite as high. As many of you know, yesterday I got a minor injury, but I'm still going. So I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, it's cold out tonight, isn't it?
It is cold. I was freezing.
You would not believe we were in the tropical sunny Florida at all. It's pretty chilly.
Chilly.
So how was it coming over that bridge? For those of you that don't know, there's a rather large bridge that takes you from Destin Official to Fort Walton Beach. How was that?
That was amazing. Despite the pain I was in, I was really just fixated by how beautiful it was, even at night. Looking down, I saw, like, I couldn't tell if it was rocks or what, but there was a moment where I just had to stop and look. But it was, that was really nice. And then when Thomas was with me for the first 2 hours, we saw 2 white-tailed deers. Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And all right, an elevator.
Yeah. No.
But, let me tell you something. When you see like a sidewalk after having walked on on gravel or sand, your feet just immediately are like, oh yeah, this is better. But and then earlier on in the day, we had this guy who drove by in a truck and screamed at us.
Really?
Yeah, and Thomas wanted to accelerate things. I mean, I was just like, oh, take it easy, man. He yelled at the guy to come back. But yeah, so luckily nothing happened there. Well, I felt, good to have a giant guy that looked kind of like a biker with me. That's always a good thing when you're a pedestrian.
Yes.
But yeah, the Crab Trap. This is quite a neat little place.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's they have a few restaurants here. It's kind of like a large plaza. They have some fun little gifty touristy spots where you can purchase some Destin, Florida paraphernalia. Fort Walton Beach. And we're gonna make our grand entrance into the Crab Trap. Excellent. All right, Paul has officially made it to destination number 2.
That's right.
I'm gonna follow him in here. Then we'll join Thomas at the bar.
You can't let the fact that there's not a lot of people at a certain destination get you down. You got to bring the party with you, even if you're by yourself. This is the place to be.
You are the party, Paul.
All right.
Yay!
Woo! Thomas, baby.
So you had some time alone on the road today for some solid reflection. I'm sure the public would like to know what is it that you find yourself listening to? Do you find yourself listening to certain types of music on your iPod that seem to get you going? Are you listening to a lot of upbeat kind of stuff to motivate you, or a lot of kind of subdued things for some reflection?
Well, when you're on the road, there's 2 things I love listening to. I love listening to podcasts, just because you can learn so much, and you can get kind of engrossed in the topic at hand. Yeah. So I listen to a lot of the advanced lovemaking podcast. Mom, I'm kidding. But yeah, and then I listen to, and I never would have thought that I would like this, but my friend Ben turned me on to electronica music. And at first I kind of thought, like, come on, be a man, you don't want to listen to electronic music and house music and all that stuff, but he really got me into it. And let me tell you, like, you can be hurting real bad, and you're listening to that stuff, and you're like, yeah, I can do this. So I listened to that, and then I listened to some Garth. some obscure stuff, which Ben also put on the podcast. But yeah, that's what I listened to. And so yeah, it gave me a lot of time for reflection about things in myself that I should change. And so I got to think about that.
Aside from the socks.
So, yeah, the socks. But so yeah, I mean, I made it. So I guess this was success number 2.
Excellent. Now, this having been the second day, do you feel like a lot of the physical preparations that you did make, for example, the socks and the whole strategy of changing them every couple hours, do you think those methods are proving to be useful, or what are you discovering?
Absolutely. I mean, the only side note, I guess, with that is, you know, it was just kind of cruel fate. I mean, I'm going to make the best of it, but it was kind of cruel fate that I got hurt on the first day. But I believe in mind over matter most of the time.
Yeah.
So, like, this is kind of funny. I don't know how interesting this will seem, but I imagined that diet peach tea that I had was magical. And I thought, like, every time I sip some of this, it's going to make the pain go away.
Is it?
So, yeah. Yeah, it was like, this tea is great, you know, Winn-Dixie, hats off to them. So, yeah, that's, I've got a couple more little tubs of that stuff.
Excellent. Well, we're gonna wind down this segment. Do you have any last words for the audience at home, Paul?
I love you. Thanks for watching the YouTube videos, and there have been a lot of people who have been donating, and NOLAwalk.com, NOLAwalk.com. No donation is too small. I'm not using any of the money that I've collected. I have not spent a cent on any kind of personal expenses. And same thing with you and Thomas Clayton Sporner. We are doing this. This is a walk of love. So yeah. Keep following the YouTubes and your Twitters and your Facebook, and we will see you, I believe, in Gulf Breeze, Florida tomorrow.
Gulf Breeze. Excellent. All right, folks at home, well, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning, or maybe a little bit later tonight, depending, but stay tuned.
Good night, America.